It was an ordinary Wednesday afternoon, or so I thought. I was at work, sipping lukewarm coffee, when my phone buzzed. It was from Melissa, my wife of 12 years. I smiled, expecting something casual, maybe a reminder to pick up milk, or a heart emoji like she used to send. Instead, what I saw made my chest tighten. The text read, "I want a divorce. All communication through my lawyer." My hands froze. My breath caught. No explanation, no conversation, just 12 words that tore down everything we had built. I stared at the screen for what felt like hours, my vision blurring. Then, with fingers heavy as stone, I typed 2 words back. Understood. It looked cold, detached. But I didn't have the strength for more. Years of love, laughter, and struggle, reduced to a transaction. I sat back in my chair, the noise of the office fading into silence around me. My mind raced back to the first time I saw her, how her laughter had drawn me in. Our wedding day, her trembling hands as we exchanged vows. The nights we lay awake planning our future, dreaming of children and adventures. And now, it was all over with the press of a button. That evening, I drove home in a daze. Her car wasn't in the driveway. The house was quiet, almost too quiet. Inside, everything looked the same. Her shoes by the door, her sweater draped over the couch, a faint scent of her perfume in the air. But she wasn't there. It felt like a ghost house, filled with traces of a woman who had already left me behind. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at my phone. That single word, understood, mocked me, glowing on the screen. Should I have begged, pleaded, asked for answers? But deep down, I knew if she could walk away so easily, then she had already left me long before her text. The following days blurred together, emails from her lawyer, paperwork filled with cold legal language. Friends asked me what happened, but I didn't know how to answer. How do you explain that someone you loved with your whole heart decided to end it without even a conversation? At night, I lay awake staring at the ceiling, wondering if she was with someone else. Was he the reason? Or was I simply not enough anymore? Every memory felt like a blade. Her laughter, her smile, the way she once looked at me like I was her world. I kept asking myself when that look had faded, and why I hadn't noticed. But with each passing day, something inside me shifted. The anger gave way to clarity. She hadn't chosen honesty, she had chosen the easiest way out. And my reply, understood, wasn't weakness. It was acceptance. Acceptance that I couldn't control her choices, only mine. Acceptance that love without respect was no love at all. And acceptance that sometimes silence says more than begging ever could. Weeks turned into months, and though the pain lingered, I began to find a strange peace. For the first time in years, I wasn't waiting for her approval, her validation, her affection. I was learning to stand on my own again. And while her text ended our marriage, my reply began something else. A new life. One where I wasn't just surviving her absence. I was rediscovering myself.